Next color up, lime yellow. Lime yellow. It's not as yellow as some of the earlier yellows, more of a lime, but does have a touch of yellow in it, so it's lime yellow. Hard to tell with this big old yellow back on it. This is the scooper from 71 in a lime yellow. Let's tip that up and look a little closer. Yeah, look at that. Look how pretty that is. That is a minty, minty piece. Wow. Hot Wheels are just too cool. They are too cool. And that is a lime yellow scooper. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Here's a crazy hard color, magenta. Boy, you don't see these very often. Magenta. This is the only one I've got in magenta. I think it's the only one I've had in several years, too. The magenta tow truck. I can't even imagine. I'm thinking right now about magenta ambulance. Wouldn't that be cool? Wowee. I think what I need to do is get all these models in magenta. How about magenta with a white interior even? I don't even know if that would be better than this. What do you think? I think the magenta with the dark interior is beautiful. Let's just look at that for a minute. Look at that base. Let's tip that up and look and see what we've got. Oh yeah, wow. Whew. Boy, oh boy, that one is pretty. Magenta tow truck. Wow. Next color on the color chart is olive. I do not have an ambulance, a tow truck, a scooper, or a snorkel in olive. So let's take a look at a cement mixer. This is the color olive. Next one up on the list between magenta and orange. Olive on the cement mixer. Next model up is the tow truck in orange. Orange is the next color. And orange is also a very hard color to find. Very nice. Look at the way that really looks good with that yellow-orange back. And then the big white tow hook. Good chrome on there. Nice white interior. That looks real, real nice. Orange color on the tow truck. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at it. It's gorgeous. Here's one with a brown interior. Orange. Orange on the tow truck. That's a neat color. That is all the orange I've got right there. Here's a super hard color, pink. Pink. Now the books say hot pink, but maybe I've seen some that looked more hot pink. This particular one looks, maybe this is rose. Maybe this is rose. Have to think about that for a minute. I thought it was a sign of a pink. It's kind of in between pink and rose. What do you think? I think this one is pink. But they say hot pink, so maybe there's some hot pinks out there. I haven't seen too many. So if you find one, that's a good thing to have. Let's take a closer look at that. I think I'm going to have to say rose. I think I'm going to have to say rose. In any case, it's quite beautiful. Definitely a keeper. Look at that. Let's go around one more time on that. 1971 scooper. Beautiful, beautiful color. Yeah, let's call that rose. What the heck? That is a beautiful piece. So that means I have no pinks, never had a pink. I haven't had a rose, one rose before, and that is all. I have seen some guys that have specialized in collecting heavyweights for, 20 years have a pink or one or two. But that is about it. That is beautiful. Here's a purple on the ambulance. Look at that. That is a neat color. When you think of it, I wonder why they made so many greens, so many reds, so many aquas, but so few purples, so few pinks, so few magentas. Why? I wish I knew. They really should have changed up the colors more. Just looking here on my desk, I've got like a Muttmobile. I'm thinking, geez, why didn't they make that in purple? There's so many different cars that they could have made in more colors. They just didn't. I wonder how they worked that out. Did they just get a good deal on aqua paint? Did they get a good deal on blue, green? Maybe those were the popular colors back then. But there are so many beautiful colors for these Hot Wheels to be in. Here's purple. Purple is a great color. All right, here we have a red. Red is a good looking color on this tow truck. Look at that. With the white interior, it really stands out nice. Now the red does come in several varieties. This one's sort of a light red or a medium red. I've seen some dark red. There's some reds that are more smooth than others because they were made in Hong Kong. The paint varies quite a bit on these guys. And this is a very, very nice red one. I've got a couple of snorkels over here in red as well with dark interior. Take a look there. Red snorkel, dark interior. Actually, I got another one right there. Red snorkel, dark interior. And there is your reds. Reds. Next color in this is the rose. And we're going to go ahead and call that other car that we just looked at rose. We'll skip over that. And then there's the white enamel, which I don't have anything in white enamel. Typically, you only see the ambulance in white enamel. Again, once they're out of the package, you can move them around. And oh, I guess the snorkel too. You see the snorkel in white enamel. I can't imagine a tow truck or a scooper, but yeah, definitely now that I think about it, I've seen snorkels and ambulance. And then the last color is yellow. Let's see if we can't find us something in yellow to look at. Here's the problem with yellow. Yellow typically is toned darker, and it just doesn't look like yellow. Not like the yellows of the earlier models, of the US models. Here's a US model yellow. Here's another US model yellow. And it just doesn't look like that. Now, it's definitely not a light green, this one. It's definitely yellow, it's just darkened. And that's typically how I found my yellows. I think I've got a waste wagon over here too. That's also yellow. So forget about that. It's not going to be yellow like the US cars. It's going to be yellow like this. And here's a waste wagon, also in yellow. And it could be lime yellow. So, all right. I give up. I give up on calling it yellow. Let me go back to the drawing board and see if I have something else in yellow. Let's go ahead and call these lime yellow. Lime yellow. Let's go with that. I think I'm gonna go with the lime yellow. Do I have anything else around here that might be a yellow? Let's go look. Okay, I think I got just the ticket. There, we're gonna go with lime yellow on this. Now let's compare with this one. Here we go. There we go. Yellow. Hello. Yellow. Yellow. Yeah, let's go with yellow. That one's yellow. Oh no. Now I got them in the light. They look the same again. Boy, I think I'm going to have to give up on searching for a yellow, but this one, of all the ones that I have, when it's by itself, this one definitely looks yellow. As you can see, it's hard to determine the color on these things. This one is a mint blister pack pole. Also has an odd variation on the wheel. Take a look at that. What is the deal on that? I think they over punch that. Really, it's like groove is like double deep on that wheel. That's crazy. Anyway, look at that color. Let's call that yellow, and we can wrap it up for the heavyweights in color. Yes, that's it. Let's take a look at our final color wheel. Okay, here's a color wheel of heavyweights. Look at these guys. Look at them all. You can do this yourself. You're a collector. Get out there and start collecting these guys. Come on, look for them everywhere you go. Have you been placing ads in your local paper yet? You should. Have you placed an ad on Craigslist lately? You should. You never know when you're going to find red line Hot Wheels hiding in someone's attic, someone's basement, someone's closet. They're out there, believe me. Someone calls me every day with a red line collection for sale. Now, granted, not many of them are, well, pretty much none of them are this nice. There's a lot of used Hot Wheels out there, but every once in a while you find some nice ones, and every collection has a few nice ones. So run some ads, and when you go to garage sales, make sure you ask for them by name, because if they would have had them and put them out, they'd be gone. So your only chance of actually finding red lines at a garage sale is to ask for them. And then, or maybe they have friends that have red lines. Maybe you have friends that have red lines. Have you posted up a picture at work of red lines? You never know. One time I was sitting in a class and I told the person sitting next to me that I collected red line Hot Wheels, and they said, "Oh, hey, you know, my dad used to drive a Shell gas station tanker truck. I think he's got all kinds of those," or left them to me, or something like that. Anyway, within a couple of weeks I was over at their house looking at a box of 35 red lines in blister pack, including a green 442. struck a deal for those cars, and those cars are still in my collection to this day. And that class was back in 1996. So get out there and find yourself some red lines. And you have a great day. If you have any questions, give me a holler. ToyCarCollector.com. That's me. Of course, you can buy red lines for me. I've got over 1,000 red lines for sale at any given time. And lots more coming. I'm planning to buy more and more and more. I can't stop. I'm crazy. That's right. Crazy Dave Williamson at ToyCarCollector@gmail.com. ToyCarCollector.com. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my videos and keep this channel growing, growing, growing. Bye now.